Sagittarius. Welcome back to my channel. For my regular subscribers, hello guys. And for those who are new to my channel, thank you and welcome. Thank you for being here. So this is the Romance Angels reading for the second half of October, guys. October 16th through the 31st. General as always. It will not resonate with everyone, so if you're interested in booking a private reading, guys, please access the info down below this video. I do have a current promo going on, so if you mention Angel Wings when you're booking a rush reading especially, you will receive a discounted price and you will not be charged the rush reading fee, which is a savings of about $50, so it's a great value. Also, guys, I'm now on Instant Go, so please follow me there, especially if you're interested in a mini reading for situations that are time sensitive and you just want a quick glimpse into what's going on. But as always, if you're interested in a full-length reading, then absolutely visit the website and schedule it through there. All right, guys, and what else? For those who have booked private readings and have donated to the channel, thank you guys so very, very much. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, Sagittarius, with your intuitive angel messages for the second half of October. And then we're going to go ahead and follow through with our traditional reading of the Romance Angels deck, healing messages from the angels, and then we'll close out with our angel answers. All right, guys, so give me a second to clear the energies and to welcome the messages for Sagittarius from the angels, and then we'll get started. All right, guys, here we go. Angels, please bring forth your messages for Sagittarius at this time. All right, Sagittarius. Angels are coming through with a message to let me know that they are actually acknowledging the fact that you have been taking better care of your physical body, but they are also warning you to be careful, especially those of you who have been exercising or running and you're out on the street. They're just warning you to be careful. Accidents happen all the time, especially if you're bike riding or running or going for a walk. There's a lot of careless drivers, so they're just warning you to be careful. Okay, that's coming through here. So for my Sagittarius group, who especially has gotten into fitness lately, or you've been upping the exercises with the holidays coming up, just be careful, guys, when you're outside. So I know that's a very specific message from the angels coming through. They're showing me a classroom setting. So for those of you who are back in school or are in school or contemplating going back to further your education, the angels are affirming that that is a great decision and that you will absolutely succeed. They're telling you that for some of you, when you were younger, school was definitely very challenging and difficult. But now as an adult, you're looking at it from a different set of eyes and looking at it more positively, and you will absolutely succeed. You will do well. And it will allow you to get a job in the future that will be able to provide for a good future for you. So that's great, guys, whoever is resonating with that. They're coming through with a message here for some of my Sagittarians who actually work in a church environment. For those of you tuning in and you work in a church environment, whether inside the church or a clerical position, they're picking up off of your energies here. And if that is you listening to this, thank you for tuning in. Angels are picking up off of your energies. And they just said, thank you for your work. They're also coming through with a message saying happiness is in store for you, Sagittarius. Happiness is in store for you. They're picking up off of the energies that you've been through struggles in the past. They're telling me at least 2 to 3 years for some of you. The times have been a little bit tough. Your romantic life has had its challenges, is what they're telling me. For some of you guys, there was a third-party situation that you had to deal with, but through counseling and working through it, you guys were able to make it, and everything's much better, but trust is still a factor, and that's something that can get worked through, absolutely. It just takes time. So the angels are letting you know to just simply have patience and to allow time to heal the situation, to heal your heart and the part of you that's truly been betrayed and hurt as a result of the infidelity in your relationship. And they're telling me that your spouse loves you. For those of you who are married, your spouse loves you. For those who haven't had to deal with a third-party situation, your spouse is here to stay. They realize they've made a mistake, and things are going to work out just fine heading into the future, Sagittarius. They're telling me that you have a child. Well, this child is an adult, possibly early 20s, no older than 30. They're telling me that your child, I'm just going to keep referring to this individual as your child, they're telling me, has encountered toxic relationships. And there was codependency there, dealing with addictions. Not necessarily your child, but whoever it is they were connecting with. There was an addictive element there. But they're telling me to tell you, Sagittarius, that you should not worry. You brought your child up right, is what they're telling me, and that they will ultimately make the right decision. And however painful for them, that they will walk away and find a love that's way better for them in the future. So however difficult, you need to take a step back and allow your child to make the right decision, is what they're telling me. They're going to be okay. All right, Sag, that's it for now as far as the intuitive messages. Some pretty insightful messages there, okay? So I pray everything works out all right. Okay, here we go with our romance angels portion of your reading, Sagittarius. So angels, please bring forth your messages for Sagittarius, second half of October, 16th through the 31st. Please bring forth your messages. For Sagittarius. All right, guys. All right, Sagittarius, what's going on in love? Here we go. Well, we're starting off with free yourself. Crossed by make the effort. We do have new love coming in here. Religious factors in the past position. You deserve love, Sagittarius, absolutely. Future, we've got attraction. Children coming through here. Let go of control issues. Hopes and fears. We do have a reconciliation coming through here. Or that may very well simply be your fear. I'm picking up off of those intuitive messages that came through regarding the third-party situation, and that you, Sagittarius, are afraid that your spouse or significant other will reconcile with that third party. Okay, but let's do a little digging and let's see what is going to happen with that. We have the outcome of forgiving and learning. Bottom of the deck, heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, so give me 1 second, guys. Let me assess this. Okay, Sag, it's picking up off of that third party situation that you had endured. This is the root of the situation. Once you were made aware of the third party and that there was infidelity in your relationship, this is what you wanted to do. You really wanted to free yourself from that connection. You wanted a divorce, you wanted a separation. But ultimately, that did not happen. You chose to stay, you chose to go to counseling, you chose to work on it. And that comes with its own set of rewards, okay? So the bottom card is heart-to-heart conversations, and it is through counseling and really talking things out that you were able to really move forward in regard to how that third party affected your marriage, I'm feeling. For those of you who are not married and have the third party, it was difficult, but you guys still decided to stick it out and work through it. Now, the challenge of the situation is make the effort, okay? So when this card comes through, it's basically coming through with the message that the divine masculine of the situation, of the relationship, did not put forward the effort necessary in order for the relationship to sustain a happy element in the connection. Basically, for my divine masculine Sagittarians, some of you guys are feeling that if you would have just done everything that you needed to do in your marriage, in your relationship, then the third party most likely would not have happened, because your spouse or significant other wouldn't have needed to go outside of the relationship to find happiness. So it's almost like you're kicking yourself in the ass for not doing something so simple as being more romantic or extending yourself a little bit more to your significant other or spouse. You know, you didn't do enough of the little things to throughout the relationship in order to really keep the magic alive and the connection. For some of you guys, whoever is resonating with a third-party situation, I am feeling that it was those little things that really could have changed the dynamic of the whole situation, because I am feeling a bit of neglect on your spouse's part or your significant other's part, that they felt that they were a little bit unloved, neglected, and they didn't have your full attention, Sagittarius, okay? And you know it. So that's been discussed, that's been put on the table, and you pretty much know what got the ball rolling in regard to that third-party situation. The basis of the situation is new love. Again, picking up off of the third party that had come in the past. A new person stirred your romantic feelings. In this instance, Sag, I'm feeling that it wasn't you, it was your significant other who ended up having feelings for someone else. Yeah. So falling into the past position, we've got religious factors here. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That is basically how you see your significant other, your spouse. You feel that you guys are spiritually connected. You actually prayed for this person to come into your life. You love them deeply. You dedicated your life to them. And so when the third party situation occurred, you really felt betrayed and hurt, understandably, okay? So you really went through some very difficult times in regard to that connection, the infidelity in your relationship. And it really took some soul searching and a lot of forgiveness, a lot of heart-to-heart conversations to really talk through the challenging times in your relationship. And that is what brought you to your present position of knowing that you deserve love. Absolutely. You are a lovable individual, Sagittarius. Okay? You are. But there were times I'm feeling to where you didn't realize this. You sold yourself short in your love connections in the past. And so when the infidelity and the third party occurred, it really affected your self-esteem to where you didn't realize, I too am deserving of this life-altering type of love. And it really knocked the wind out of you to where it was very hard for you after that, after the whole third-party situation came to be. It was hard for you to put forth the effort to really work on the marriage and or your relationship. But you managed to do it, because I'm picking up off of messages from the angels that you did the work necessary in order to get past that hurdle. And it was a huge one, a huge obstacle. I'm feeling the attraction that you still have to this day, moving forward into the future. It hasn't changed. You still love your wife, okay, and or husband. You still have an intense attraction towards them. And I do feel that they are equally attracted to you, okay? The work has been done to move forward from the pain of the third-party situation. So moving forward into the future, you simply need to turn a new leaf and really open up a new chapter, Sag, in order to fully enjoy the connection that you have with your significant other once again. And it's time to shut the door on the effect that the third party had on your marriage or relationship. Because you guys are not the only ones affected, okay? The power of the situation is children. And remember, the intuitive messages had mentioned a child that was in a relationship who had endured or had an element of codependency or addiction. And so you guys have had a tough road in regard to your family dynamic with your children, I'm feeling, for some of you. So not only did you have to deal with the issues with the infidelity, but you had your own issues with family and stuff going on there. But you know, you've survived that time, I'm feeling. You're moving into a better time now. You've survived that, however difficult it was. Okay, so how others see you guys, your friends, your family, your associates, okay, people who surround you, those close to your circle, you got to let go of the control issues, Sagittarius. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, because if you get into the point where you're being too rigid with your significant other to where it's very difficult for you to trust their whereabouts, and I get it, considering where you've been with the third party situation. So it's moving forward, you got to take those baby steps to get to a level of trust once again, to where you're not having to babysit your significant other. They can actually leave the house and you're not going to freak out that they're going to end up talking to someone else or getting with someone else when they're not in your vicinity, okay? You got to let go of those control issues and now work on coming from a place of trust so that they're not going to feel closed in or claustrophobic or like they're being choked into the relationship. They have to have room to move as well. However difficult it is, you do need to let go of your control issues. Okay, Gemini. Okay, I just said Gemini. Where did that come from? So is the third party, for some of you guys, a Gemini, possibly? and or your spouse or significant other is a Gemini. That was random. That just came through. Okay, so that's for some of you guys. You're dealing with a Gemini. So hopes and fears. We've got the reconciliation card here. And as I had mentioned earlier, you are afraid of a potential reconciliation that could potentially happen with your spouse and or significant other and the person who was part of the third party. And absolutely that may be a possibility for some of you, but it comes down to you trusting your wife, husband, significant other to make the right decision this time. Okay? You can't control the situation. So that's where this card comes in. You got to let go of the control issues because everyone's got their own free will. Everyone's going to do what they're going to do, and you can't control that. So all you can do is trust in your connection with your significant other, spouse, or wife, husband, you know, whatever. You've got to trust this time. And I get that you're still reeling from the experience and it still hurts. And it may very well hurt for a long time. It takes time to bounce back from that. Okay? So, should a reconciliation surface, there's nothing you can do about it, Sag. You simply need to take a step back and just trust that this time around, your spouse or significant other will make the right choice and stay and not even entertain that. And that, this outcome card makes total sense. Forgiving and learning. Because at the end of the day, that's all you can do is forgive the situation, forgive your spouse or significant other for the role that they played in the third party, okay? The infidelity that they brought in to the situation, to the relationship. All you can do is forgive. You don't want to be a vessel of anger or regret or frustration moving forward. You need to let all that go. And as you release and heal the stuff that happened in the past, you and your spouse and or significant other will experience a more loving future together. It's one hell of a lesson to learn, I get it. But you can get past this, and you have. For whoever this is resonating with, I really do feel that you'll fully get past this, Sagittarius. You will. And again, you can't control any sort of reconciliation happening. All you can do is hope and pray and believe and trust in your spouse and or significant other that they will make the right decision this time around. And again, this may not even come to fruition. This may simply be a fear, a potential fear that it may happen. So don't drive yourself crazy trying to imagine what it would be like if they reconnected. That's going to drive you crazy. Okay? So that's where letting go of those control issues is coming in. But yeah, Sagittarius, do yourself a favor and just fully forgive and learn from the situation. That will bring forth so much more love for you in the future. Absolutely. All right, so let's move on with some healing messages for you guys. Let's see what additional messages the angels can bring forth. So angels, please bring forth your healing messages for Sagittarius. Second half of October, 16th through the 31st. Please bring it forward. What message would Sagittarius benefit from at this time? All right, guys, here we go. Whoa, way too many. Okay. There we go. All right. We've got enchantment coming through. When this card comes out in a spread, it's picking up off of the energies of looking at life from a magical place where life has an element of magic in it where things are good and sort of has like a fairy tale element to it, okay? And there was a time, Sagittarius, where it was like that when you first connected with your spouse and or significant other. You can have this again. You can bring it back to where you look at your relationship from a magical standpoint, to where things are going well. You will get through this time, is what the angels are coming through to tell you. And it's interesting how the bottom card, guys, is Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is watching out for you in this scenario. He is here to help you heal the pain, the betrayal, the anger that you felt as a result of the third-party situation. I really do feel that you're going to get past this, Sagittarius. And for the majority, whoever is resonating with this particular storyline, I really do feel you've done so much already to heal this situation. I really do. And it's interesting how the card after Archangel Michael is answered prayer. Everything's going to be okay, Sag. I know that you've been through hell in regard to this third-party situation. It was very tough because it really broke your heart, I'm feeling. But you guys are still together for a reason, because that relationship was built on a very solid foundation. Without that solid foundation, without doing the work necessary in order to get past it, without going to counseling, and I am feeling whoever this is coming through for, you guys really got the help that you needed in order to fix this. Professional help, counseling is much needed in situations like this, and I am feeling that you sought that out. Your prayers have been answered. So healing will continue in regard to this situation, I'm feeling. Everything's going to be fine. So it's now time for you to let go of those control issues and just allow the situation to unfold naturally, because I'm truly feeling that you guys have made it past the difficult period of this third-party situation, and I really don't feel the energies that history will repeat itself by way of a reconciliation. I don't feel that. You've made it through the storm. You've made it through the storm. All right, guys, so let's close out your reading with some angel answers. So previously, I've always asked you guys to focus on a particular question, and then I'd lay out the cards, but I'm going to change that up and really allow the angels to simply communicate the answers that they feel need to be communicated at this time. All right, guys? So let's see what answers they've got for you this time. So angels, please bring forth your answers for Sagittarius at this time. What answers do they need to hear and benefit from at this time? All right, guys, here we go. Angels, please bring forth your answer. That was quick. Okay. Choose a new direction. So for those of you who have been contemplating moving forward in regard to possibly a new job, new relationship, and this is totally a separate scenario aside from this, guys, okay? I'm really picking up off of the energies that this is a completely different scenario, not related to what I just communicated. So this may potentially be for my singles, okay? You're contemplating a relationship, but the angels are telling you that you need to choose a direction because there's something better for you. And the card below that is no. So for those of you needing a definitive answer of a yes or no, here's the answer. All right. And for those who are contemplating a new relationship, angels are telling you that it's not a good one. Okay. Don't go for it. There's something better in store for you by making other choices and choosing a different direction, because there's something else that's meant for you. All right, Sag. So thank you guys for tuning in. Very specific storyline that came through here regarding a third-party situation. So whoever resonated with this, guys, I really hope that it offered you some guidance, okay, how to proceed moving forward, because there was a lot of good advice here from the angels. All right. So thank you for tuning in. And again, guys, please follow me on Instant Go and take advantage of the Angel Wings promo. I'll be back soon with more readings. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.